Dear students, good morning to all. Now we will going to discuss about chapter 9, soil. Okay, listen. What is soil? Soil is one of the most important natural resources. It provides encourage to the plants and supplies water and nutrients. So soil is most important natural resources. Soil is a natural resources. What are the uses of soil? The growth of plants. The soil is essential for agriculture. Agriculture provide food, clothing and shelter for all. Soil is the inspirable of our part of our life. The earthy fragrant soil after the first rain is always refreshing. So soil is essential for agriculture. The soil have contains rich nutrients. Then listen an activity just to discuss. Collect some soil samples. The soil have many types of some varieties of soil. So collect some soil samples, observe them carefully, discuss your observations, your friends. Then note your table in your book. Okay, what are the uses of soil? What is the types of first? What is the types of soil? What are the types of soil? Then what is the uses of soil? Okay. Then next, polythene bags, soil pollutant. Okay, the polythene bags and the plastics pollute the soil. Which one is the pollute the soil? Polythene bags, plastics pollute the soil. Polythene bags and the plastics pollute the soil. They also kill the organisms living in the soil. They also kill the organisms living in the soil. That is why there is demand to ban the polythene bags and plastics. So polythene bags and plastics to pollute the soil. Other substances which pollute the soil are a number of waste products, chemicals and plastics. The soil are a number of waste products, chemicals and pesticides. The pesticides also to pollute the soil. Pesticides. Pesticides, what is the uses of pesticides? To kill the germs. So the soil pollute the pesticides. Waste products and chemicals should be treated before they are released into the soil. The use of pesticides should be minimized. Okay. Then soil profile. Soil is composed of distinct layers. Perform the following activity. The layers arranged. Okay, take a little soil, break the clumps with your hand to powder it. Now take a glass tumbler. Take a glass tumbler, three quarters filled with water. This is a layers of soil. See the picture, students, in your book. Layers of soil. Listen. This one, humus. I will explain the humus. Later I will explain the humus. Then water, clay, sand, gravel. Okay. Then next, what is mean by humus? The rotting dead matter in the soil is called humus. The rotting dead matter in the soil is called humus. Okay, that is my humus. Define humus. The rotting dead matter in the soil is called humus. Okay. You probably know that the soil is formed by the breaking down of rocks by the action of wind, water and climate. This process is called weathering. What is weathering? Define weathering. The soil is formed by the breaking down of rocks by the action of wind, water and climate. This process is called weathering. Okay, are you clear, students? Or you remember weathering? Define weathering, define humus. Or what is humus? The rotting dead matter in the soil. Dead matter means what? Dead and decaying, decaying things. That is a dead matter in the soil is called humus. Okay. Then the soil is formed by the breaking down of rocks, the large rocks to break down action of wind, water, climate. This process is called weathering. The nature of any soil depends upon the rocks from which it has been formed and type of vegetation that grows in it. Next is soil profile. What is mean by soil profile? A vertical section through different layers of the soil is called soil profile. What is soil profile? Define soil. A vertical sections through different layers of the soil is called the soil profile. A vertical sections through different layers of the soil is called soil profile. Okay. Each layer differs in feel, color, depth and chemical composition. The layers are referred to as horizons. But what does mean by horizons? Each layer differ in feel, texture, means color, depth and chemical compositions. These layers are referred to as horizons. These layers are referred to as horizons. Okay. The soil fertile and provides nutrients to growing plants. Nutrients to growing plants. This layer is generally soft porous and can retain more water. The layer is generally soft porous and can retain more water is called topsoil. More water is called topsoil or a horizon. The first one, topsoil or a horizon. Are you clear, students? Do you remember topsoil or a horizon? Then this provides shelter for many living organisms. They provide shelter for many. What are the living organisms? Worms, rodents, moles and beetles. The roots of small plants are embedded entirely in the topsoil. The roots of small plants are embedded entirely in the topsoil. The next layer has a lesser amount of humus but more of minerals. This layer is generally harder and more compact and is called B horizon or middle layer. The next layer has a lesser amount of humus but more of minerals. This layer is generally harder and more compact is called B horizon. A horizon, B horizon, then C horizon. Third layer is the C horizon, which is made up of small lumps of rocks with cracks and surfaces. Third layer the C horizon, which is made up of small lumps of rocks. Sorry, remember students, B horizon, A horizon, C horizon. Next, below the soil is known as bedrock. Below the layer, bedrock. Okay. See the picture, students. Soil profile, A horizon. This one is a B horizon. This one is a C horizon. This one is a bedrock. Okay, are you clear? This picture, are you see in your book, students? Then, types of soil. What are the types of soil? The weathering of rocks produces small particles of various materials. These include sand and clay. The relative amount of sand and clay depends upon the rock from which the particles were formed. That is the parent rock. The mixture of rock particles and humus is called the soil. The mixture of rock particles and humus is called the soil. The living organisms such as bacteria, plant roots and earthworm was also important parts of any soil. The living organisms such as bacteria, plant roots and earthworm are also important parts of any soil. Okay, the mixture of what is soil? The mixture of rock particles and humus is called the soil. The mixture of rock particles and humus is called the soil. Okay. The next, soil is classified on the basis of the proportions of particles of various sizes. If soil contains greater proportions of big particles, it is called sandy soil. Okay. The soil is classified on the basis of the proportions of particles of various sizes. if soil contains greater proportions of big particles. It is called sandy soil. What is mean by sandy soil? The proportion of particles of various sizes. Various sizes means different sizes, not the same sizes. Okay, the various sizes. If soil contains greater proportions of big particles, so the big particle soil is known as sandy soil. Then clay soil. What is the structure of clay soil? The fine particles, very fine. Fine means very fine particles, like a powder. Okay, the fine particles is relatively higher than it is called clay soil. Okay, the amount of large and fine particle is about the same, then the soil is called loamy soil. What is loamy soil? The amount of large and fine particles is about the same, then the soil is called loamy. Thus, the soil can be classified as sandy, clay, and loamy. Okay. Then next, the size of the particles in a soil has an influence on its properties. Sand particles are quite large. They cannot fit close together. So there are large spaces between them. These spaces are filled with air. We say that the sand is well aerated. Water can drain quickly. So the sand particles. So sandy soils tend to be light, well aerated, and rather dry clay particles being much smaller, packed tightly together, having a little space for air. Unlike sandy soil, the water can be held in the tiny gaps between the particles of the clay. The clay soils have less air. Clay soil has less air. They are heavy as they hold more water than the sandy soils. Next, the best topsoil for growing plants is loam. Loamy soil is a mixture of sand, clay, and another type of soil particles known as slit. Loamy soil is a mixture of sand, clay, and another type of soil particles known as slit. The slit occurs as a deposit in riverbeds. Okay, the size of the slit particles is between those of sand and clay. The loamy soil also has humus in it. It has the right water holding capacity for the growth of plants. Water holding capacity. Which soil has contain water holding capacity? Loamy soil. Okay, what is humus? The loamy soil also has humus in it. It has right water holding capacity. Which type of soil hold water holding capacity? Loamy soil. The growth of plant. For growth of plant, the water holding capacity have contains the growth of plants. Then next, properties of soil. You have listed some uses of soil. Let us perform some activities to find the characters of soil. See the picture, students. Measuring rate of percolations. What is mean by percolation? See the picture. At a place, water you collect the soil, place the pipe about 2 cm deep in the ground. Pour 200 ml water in the pipe slowly. For measuring 200 ml water, you can use any empty 200 milliliter bottle. Note the time when you start pouring water. When all the water has percolated. See the percolation formula. Percolation rate milliliter per minute. Okay, the amount of water divided by percolation time. The amount of water milliliter, percolation time minutes. Okay, for example, suppose that for a contain sample, it took 20 minutes for 200 ml to percolate. So the rate of percolation 200 ml divided by 20 minutes. So 10 ml per minute. Calculate the rate of percolation in your soil sample. Compare your findings with others and arrange the soil samples in the increasing order of the rate of percolation. That is a percolation. Next, moisture in soil. Have you ever passed through a formed during hot summer day? Perhaps you noticed that air above the land and shimmering. Okay, see, removing moisture from soil. See the picture, sand, soil sample, boiling tube, drops and burner, and above the soil seems shimmer. After heating the soil, take it out of tube. Compare it with soil which has not been heated. Note the difference between two. See, absorptions of water by soil. The activity: take a plastic funnel, take filter paper, fold and place shown in the figure. I will saw the now we will saw the figure. Weight 50 gram of dry powder soil and pour it into funnel. Measure a certain amount of water in a measuring cylinder and pour a drop by drop on soil. You can use a dropper for this purpose. Do not let all the water fall at one spot. Pour water all over the soil. Keep pouring water till it starts dripping. See the picture, absorptions of water soil. See, students, all of you do this activity. Okay, dropper, filter paper, just filter paper, funnel, the inner put the filter paper, the inner side put the filter paper. First funnel, the inner side put the filter paper, then dropper. This one is take one beaker or take one bowl, anyone. Okay, subtract the amount of water left in the measuring cylinder from the amount you started with. This is the amount of water retained by the soil. Record your results in your notebook. Okay, the weight of soil 50 gram, initial volume of water in the measuring cylinder UML, final volume of water in the measuring cylinder VML. Okay, so the volume absorbed by the soil, the formula, the volume of water absorbed by the soil U minus V ml. The weight of water absorbed by the soil U minus V gram. 1 ml of water has a weight equal to 1 gram. The percentage of water absorbed. See the picture. See the all of you listen, students. Percentage of water absorbed U minus V divided by 50. 100. Repeat this activity with different soil. Next, soil and crops. Different types of soils are found in different parts of India. Many different types of soils are found in different parts of India. In some parts there is clay soil. In some parts there is loamy soil. While in some other parts there is sandy soil. The soil is affected by wind. Rainfall, temperature, light and humidity. These are the some important climatic factors which affect the soil profile and bring changes in the soil structure. Soil is affected by wind, rainfall, temperature, light and humidity. These are some important climatic factors which affect the soil profile and bring changes in the soil structure. Next, the climatic factors as well as the components of soil determine the various types of vegetations and crops that might grow in any regions. Clay and loamy soils are both suitable for growing cereals like wheat and gram. Clay and loamy soils are both suitable growing. Note this point, students. Clay and loamy soils are both suitable for growing cereals like wheat and gram. So, clay soil and loamy soils are both suitable for growing cereals like wheat and gram. The climatic factors. See the climatic factors, students. The climatic factors as well as the components of soil determine the various types of vegetations and crops that might grow in any regions. Clay and loamy soils are both suitable for growing cereals like wheat and gram. Such soils are good at retaining water. For paddy soils rich in clay and organic matter and having a good capacity to retain water ideal. For lentils and other pulses, loamy soils which drain water easily are required. For cotton, sandy loam or loam which drain water easily. Next, soil erosion. What is meant by soil erosion? The removal of land surface by what? Wind or ice is known as erosion. Plant roots firmly bind the soil. In the absence of plants, soil becomes loss. Soil becomes soil loose. Removal of the removal of surface by water. The removal of surface by water, wind or rise is known as erosion. The plant roots firmly bind the soil. In the absence of plants, soil becomes loose, so it can be moved by wind by flowing water. The erosion of soil is more in areas of little or no surface vegetations, such as desert or bare lands. So, cutting of trees and deforestation should be prevented, and effort should be made to increase the green areas. Okay. Next, see the students. What is soil? Soil is important for life on the earth. Soil is important for the life on the earth. Soil profile is a section through different layers of the soil. The various layers are called horizons. Soil profile is a section through different layers of the soil. The various layers are called horizons. Soil is of different types: clay, loamy and sandy soil. What are the different types of soil? Clay soil, loamy soil and sandy soil. Then percolations. What is meant by percolation rate? Percolation rate of water is different in different types of soil. It is highest in the sandy soil and least in the clay soil. Okay. Then different types of soils are used to cultivate different types of crops. Yes, different types of soils are used to cultivate different types of crops. Are you remember, students? Clay and loam are suitable for growing wheat, gram and paddy. Cotton is grow in sandy loam soil. Are you clear, students? Soil hold water in it, which is called soil moisture. The capacity of soil to hold water is important for various crops. Clay is used to make pots, toys and statues. That's all, students. Dear students, I will give some question and answers. So students, all of you should complete, write in your notebook and send my WhatsApp number. I will give some homework, question and answers. Thank you, students.